Greetings, dear viewer. Today we are analyzing Dangerous Boy Ady in the top lane. This guy is the rank 1 player on Korean server, okay? This is the best player on the Korean server right now, start of 2023. Now, Ady is known for his Taric, his roaming playstyle. He plays these wacky champions. He was playing Galio goes teleport top lane, Taric goes teleport top lane, Shyvana goes teleport top lane, everything goes teleport top lane, Pantheon goes teleport top lane. This guy roams around the map and makes plays because he understands what it takes to win games. However, little known fact is that he actually plays Shen as well, and he has been playing Shen with Ghost TP for quite many games already. Now, immediately we notice that this guy he's not a bad Shen player, okay? He used the double Q leash, not the triple Q, but the double Q, because the Ellie Spiderlings are tanking the buff anyways, so you don't need the passive shield, and it also saves some energy. And now he tries to go for an auto attack, cancels it, unfortunately. And as for our runes, we are running, actually, let's see, we're running Grasp with Shield Bash, and we got Overgrowth and Conditioning, okay, pretty scaling setup. This guy's quite greedy with his runes. And he's also playing Ultimate Hunter, but instead of Cheap Shot, Dangerous Boy Ady opts for Blood, what is it called? It's the healing one. Taste of Blood. Yeah, Taste of Blood. It's been such a long time since I've taken this rune. So instead of going for more damage, which is easy to proc on Shen, he decides it's better to have that extra sustain from Taste of Blood, which I can appreciate because I was actually doing that many years ago. I was playing Taste of Blood and I thought it was quite okay. But the thing is that since Shen doesn't get that much AD, it falls off really hard. Whereas Cheap Shot actually stays relevant throughout the game and does similar damage compared to Shield Bash. He goes for short trades here versus Gwen, which is the right option since Gwen with Conqueror is just able to stack. And note the use of E here passively backwards, because he recognizes this situation is one where I cannot trade. But what he's doing good is he's playing with the blade very well. So I would like to actually move the camera a little bit so I can see more of the lane. But he's playing with the blade well and he keeps it positioned. Actually, one thing that is bad in this replay is the fact that I can't actually see the blade position. So I'm just gonna have to keep track of it right now. And you guys are gonna have to keep track of it. Now it's in the bush right there. So he gets the pull through, uses the W to block some damage. And then he's gonna walk back to the tower. And right here I think he's just gonna safely... Oh, never mind! I was gonna say safely last hit. Doesn't trade the kill, Ryze manages to escape. And now he's gonna lose the entire wave. Yone actually TP'd to the tower in an attempt to save the situation, but it didn't work out. So now our hero, our Korean rank 1 player, is 0-1 to start the match, okay? But he doesn't care. This guy runs straight to mid lane. Now mid lane makes sense here, because our Yone catch the top wave, or caught the top wave, you know? So Yone is gonna be basically side laning now for a little while until they swap back, but Ady recognizes this immediately because this guy understands map movement, okay? And I want you guys to understand map movement as well. If you look at the items, he picked up a null magic mantle on his back. Now this is good because it functions versus Ryze and Gwen. Not gonna comment on the fact that he just missed a free cannon minion. But it happens to the best of us, guys. It happens to the best of us. Looks like he's just passively laning here, trying to mitigate damage, but takes a lot and then ease afterwards. I don't think this is optimal, but one takeaway that I want you guys to have from this guy's gameplay, okay? I haven't watched that many games. I've watched some games, not specifically Shen games from him, because I think, okay, this might be greedy, or not greedy, but it's like arrogant to say, but I honestly think I have the best Shen mechanics in the world. Now, okay, sending help, this guy, obviously, I watched sending help stream. I gotta know the laning phase tricks, because this guy, sending help is good, okay? He's really, really good on Shen, yeah? But I think I got the best Shen mechanics in the entire world. So, you know, no flex. But I don't watch people for Shen mechanics. I watch them for their build ideas and their map movement and overall gameplay, okay? So, right here we are down a lot, okay? We're really low HP. And this is the problem, I think, with running Ghost TP and then he goes for the greedy runes, right? He's not running Second Wind. He went for Conditioning Overgrowth, so he has basically 2 runes that are completely useless in the early game. And you can see he is getting beat by Gwen, when in fact if we go like Ignite and then early game runes with cheap shot, I think you can fight Gwen quite reliably. I think Gwen is gonna ult here. Okay, Gwen, I think it might have hit, so Gwen got the rest of the ultimates. Yep. Now Vard's here to try to avoid a gank. We see Talon in the bot side on the minimap. He's gonna look for a taunt here, I think. He's sneaky, he's sneaky like this. He's looking for the taunt because he wants to out the tower. Okay, goes for it. He can't get the kill here, but got a good chunk in. And he still has his TP of cooldown. So he can TP to lane. What Addie does a lot of the time is he will just roam by walking, okay? So on other champions he will recall maybe level 4. He loves lucidity boots, guys. Just like I have fallen in love with lucidity boots. This guy really loves lucidity boots, okay? There is not a single game where he doesn't buy them. Any champion, always lucidity boots. And with his set up with the teleport, with the ghost, this allows him to make constant teleport plays, right? But me personally, I think it's enough to have Shen ultimate. Okay, instantly when he hits level 6, he's backing off. What that means, okay, what this really means, what you have to take away from this is he has a purpose at every single moment in the game. Most of you guys, okay, he teleports back to top lane now, but most of you guys, you might have just stuck around the lane, just chilling there, without any particular purpose, right? You're just chilling there and thinking, oh, maybe I can get one more wave. But this guy had a clear idea, okay, clear idea. He thinks, I want to get level 6, and then I can recall. Because then if there's an opportunity for my ultimate, I have it, right? So he has an objective what he's doing. Everything that you do needs to have a purpose in League. You don't just do stuff randomly. Now, there's gonna be some, I don't know, Vladimir Graves full clear permafarm main in the comments who's gonna say, what do you mean everything is to have a purpose? I'm just farming, you know, I farmed 300 CS at 20 minutes and then I win the game. We play Shen, okay? We don't care about farm. We make plays, okay? Non-stop plays, that's what we do. We're a playmaker. Okay, Gwen got the Conqueror stacks up, so Shen's gonna lose that fight. I want to look into the bot lane just to see if there's an opportunity. Because I need to be looking around the map as well, so I spot the ultimate opportunities that he might go for. Now he's helping Elise here to take the Rift Herald, and this is what I really like. This is what I like to see. Because a lot of the time, like this professional, this really good... Okay, this guy's not technically professional, but, you know, career rank 1, okay? So these really good high-elo players, they're very greedy, okay? But what this guy does well is he's not greedy. He plays to win the game. He plays for his team, and this is what I love. I think, like, in general, being a better teammate is something that everyone needs to learn. Mid lane trades 1-for-1. I'm looking at top lane. Surprisingly, he's winning this fight, right? He's just slapping this Gwen. Uses the ghost to try and get out. Dodges actually Gwen's third ultimate with ghost movement. Oh, actually it was the second ultimate. Hey, he keeps fighting. W to block the auto attack. Do we have E? Ooh, loses the 1v1. Our rank 1 player at this moment, 0-2 guys. Do you think he will give up? Now there's some of you, I know this for a fact. Because I've played with so many people, okay? I got my army friends, I've played with them. I got my schoolmates, I've played with them. I got my basketball friends, I've played League with them. Okay, I've seen a lot of players. And I know some of you guys, you're going inside your head, maybe even in the chat, maybe even aloud, you're going, okay, FF, go fast next. I don't want to see that. 0-2, whatever, who cares? Deaths are just a number. We still go for this place. We still try to win the game. And we never, ever give up. Do you think this guy gets rank up by giving up? Rank 1 by giving up? No. He gets rank 1 by constantly trying to win the game. Now, let's look at his item build. So he decided to go for the Bummy Cinder. Remember, Null Magic Mantle was his item of choice on the first pack, which was forced by the 3-man gank under tower. After that, he purchased Ruby Crystal and Boots of Speed. And then we complete Bummy Cinder for the wave clear. Now, I assume... Oh, a bad ultimate as well, you know, not saving anything. You know, cancels the TP because Yone dies in the channel duration. No play made really, still just a 1-for-1. And you might be looking at this, if I didn't tell you guys that this guy is the Korean rank 1 player. Would you think that he is? I don't think so. You would see this game, you would maybe think he is average gold elo Shen main watching xPetu, right? But we will see. We will see what this guy does better than the rest. Okay, nice Q pull through there to get the minion, because normal empowered Q wouldn't have gotten it. Probably want to go for a trade here, get the grasp off. That's what he's looking for. We got E coming up in 2 seconds, so maybe want to go for that. We can E once. Okay. He's actually using E very often, very passively. Like, he's not even trying to get the pull through in order to do some damage. Caitlyn probably gets this kill. No, Nami gets the movement speed and Caitlyn gets bubbled. No kill here. Ryze chasing. We're gonna go back to top lane now. He's pulling the minion wave a little bit away from the tower, so it stays here. But HP situation, right? No second wind, guys. He's not running second wind, so this is what happens. Maybe Gwen gets... Ooh, we are very low. We have no TP. How are we gonna get out of this one? It's a tough situation, really. Because what do you do here? If you stay, you probably get dove. You put the ward down, try to mitigate some possibility of a dive. But Gwen is still here. Gwen misses EQ. Out at... Oh, but this is Korea Challenger. Gwen completely... Oh no, Talon is here. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, Addie. And our hero is dead. We shan't look at this. No. Well, let's check out mid lane in the meanwhile. But as you can see, this guy was 0-2. Laning phase looking completely impossible, right? Like, no chance. But then, even the Grandmaster, Challenger, Elo, Gwen makes a mistake, tries to dive, and we get the outplay. Do you think we would have gotten that outplay if we, gave up? If we spammed FF? Nope. Wouldn't have happened. Let's see the items. Okay! Surprising, actually. I didn't think about this. He goes for Kindle Gem here and another Ruby Crystal. Because I thought for sure he would build Lucidity Boots in this situation. I was willing to bet money on this. I thought he always would go Lucidity Boots here. I have not looked at his Shen build paths besides, like, end of game build. So I see he's complete the build. But it looks like he's not rushing Lucidity Boots this game, which is surprising for me, honestly. We can assist on the Talon, and we look for a taunt onto the Ryze, try to make further play here. I think we get the kill. And that's 2 kills for Elise. Elise is now 8-1, so this is our carry. We're gonna recall here and teleport back to top lane. However, top lane tower dies. Look, you see? Idea goes wrong, and then we ult to bot lane to get a kill on the Lucian. We don't need to be mechanically adept, okay? We don't need to be mechanically very good. We need to be aware of what's going on the map. Because for sure the idea, the thought process there was, okay, recall TP top lane, okay, top lane tower is dying, let's see what's going on in bot lane, okay, ult on Lucian, we make play. That's what happened. So you have to be willing to adapt. He TP'd to still... Wait! He TP'd on tier 2 tower. What? But how is that worth? Okay, look, okay, guys, honestly, I honestly think TP is not good on Shen. I've always said this, right? I've always said this after they changed TP. But right there, what is the value that we get out of TP? We moved this distance a little bit faster, right? We probably got 3 CS more because of TP. But with Ignite, we would have had stronger laning phase, probably gotten that like close 1v1 with Gwen earlier. Now obviously we would have also not gotten the first TP off to get back to lane, but that is the trade-off you have to make. But the longer the game goes on, the worse I think TP becomes on Shen, because TP is valuable on Shen in the early game, but later on, when you cannot really make proactive plays with TP as much. Okay, sure, you can do flanks, but I think your ultimate is generally up so often that you don't need this TP in order to make plays. So I actually don't like the summoner spell, and I'm willing to criticize this. Like, I think this is just personal preference by Addie, because he's used to playing champions that obviously don't have global ultimate, because there's only Twisted Fate and Shen. So I think he is just set that Ghost TP are the best options. And he probably is not even evaluating Ignite as a possible candidate. But that's okay, because there are different playstyles, different ways of reaching high elo. So you don't need to play my playstyle if you don't like it, right? But me personally, I love going for Ignite, for aggressive plays. And Flash is part of that. But I think what I will do is I will consider Ghost as an alternative to Flash. Because Ghost is actually a really good summoner spell. It's a really good summoner spell. It scales insanely well, because once you get to team fights, Ghost movement speed, very high, okay? Duration, insane. Let's look at mid lane. We have to be looking at these ult opportunities, because it's not like Addie is looking at here, right? Addie is probably looking over here, trying to make sense of what's going on in the game. We're looking at Lucian now. Maybe Lucian needs ultimate. He's chilling in the bush. Obviously now he's looking here. Maybe Lucian needs ultimate. Lucian doesn't need ultimate. There's an ultimate coming in, Nami blocks it. Then we get interrupted by Gwen. We're gonna take a short trade, E backwards. Yep, of course, of course. Why would we extended trade versus Riftmaker Conqueror Gwen with 150 CS? No, we're never gonna win that, right? So we take short trade, maybe get a crash proc of E backwards through him. But with Elise, through her, sorry. With Elise we can maybe make a play, right? But Gwen is already recalled. Now, Cloud Trek, this is up. Maybe Yone wants to take it, maybe not. Elise is topside, we see Gwen here, we're gonna make a play. Maybe we Ghost here to try to catch Gwen. Ghost? No. No time. Elise is only level 9 here. We have a big level gap, even though we're 8 and 1, right? But it's a big level gap, and this experience will definitely make sense. Oh, make a difference, I mean. We're gonna actually very defensive ultimate there onto Elise, but it's good, right? We deny the kill, and then we're gonna run out, and we got 2 kills and we ghosted here. And the thing with Ghost is a lower cooldown than Flash, okay? Cooldown is 210 seconds. Flash is 90 seconds more, that's 1.5 minutes more. Now, okay, bets. I'm thinking Yaksho or Lucidity Boots and components to Yaksho. Okay, it's both. Lucidity Boots and Yaksho. Okay? I like it. It's a good kind of item combination. And now, what is important to note here, right? Ghost gets more value because we are running Yaksho. Okay? Because this item requires you to stay in combat and you want to be next to champions when you trigger it. So actually, Ghost here makes total sense, right? We will probably be next upgrading Bummy Cinder into Sunfire. Maybe, not necessarily, but maybe. It's very probable that we upgrade it. So once we have those items, we have 2 AoE items that we want to trigger on the opponents. So it makes a lot of sense that we have Ghost to maneuver around the fights, to use that AoE more effectively. If we are a more supportive Shen playstyle, let's say we're going for Bummy Cinder Lucidity Boost into Locket of the Iron Solari, for example. Then we're running Flash Ignite most of the time. That's what we were thinking, Flash Ignite. Because I don't need Ghost to maneuver around when I'm appealing support. All I need to do is I need to E-flash on that one target who jumps on my AD carry, right? I need to peel off. I'm even thinking maybe Exhaust would be viable, right? But what really comes to my mind right here is the power of maybe going Ghost Ignite Yaksho. Okay, Ghost Ignite Bummy Cinder into Yaksho. That sounds really good, honestly. Because, you know what the thing is with Ignite and Yaksho, right? Because Ignite you can... How long is Ignite duration? I have it in my mind, it's 5 seconds. And I think that sounds correct. 5 seconds sounds correct, okay? So imagine you just ignite the opponent. That's already 5 seconds that you're gonna be guaranteed in combat. So you ignite the opponent, and then, when your ignite has been ticking for a while, you dash in and you stay there for 2 seconds, and then you trigger Yaksho, right? Or the other alternative is you auto-attack the opponent, you're fighting, and then you have to peel off with Ghost. You have to go away because you don't have your cooldowns, you don't have your W anymore. We're looking for ultimate here. For sure we're looking for ultimate. Maybe look at Yone. Yone ulti here. I think. Yeah. And we make a play, kill Karma, and then we're gonna jump on the... We're actually gonna try to run away. Try to kill the K2. What is going on? This technology. Is it just overgrowth conditioning Yaksho? But my man's turning into a complete teamfight monster. He's gonna die here, but you know, it was a good effort, honestly. That was surprisingly strong. How much did it do? It dealt 600 damage there. 159 magic damage to every target. Okay, I need to test this out, honestly. I have not played with Yaksho Shen. I gotta give it to you guys. I have not played with Yaksho Shen. I've only played my placements and plus one game. One Phase Rush Shen jungle incident. We don't talk about that one. Now I know that you shouldn't take Phase Rush in Shen jungle. But regardless, I haven't had the time, or actually I've just preferred the other items, so I haven't tested out Yaksha yet, but I need to try this item. I'm gonna try Ghost Ignite Yaksha, I think that will be really good. We're getting some kind of technology from the Korea here. And then we're gonna call it Korean Shen build. For the YouTube thumbnails. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the mid lane. We got our ultimate in 15 seconds. We're gonna be making a play here without the ultimate, I'm pretty sure. Just walking for vision. And notice the switch to Oracle's lens, by the way. Important, important. We are not sticking to warding trinket, warding totem. Instead we are switching to Oracle's lens so we can clear vision. I think we're pretty strong here, but we can't dash in under tower since we saw Karma there. Caitlyn alone, maybe a little bit further up. Holy Lucian damage, by the way. That's that Lucian Nami Gale Force technology. So we just tanked that for our team. We're really like giga tank at this point. I actually feel like I want to play right now. It's a shame that I have to go to my friend's birthday party right after I'm done recording this analysis. But afterwards I'm busting out the Yaksha. Let's see what's going on in the mid lane. They're sieging. Remember, we have Shen ulti up, so possibly we're just looking here. Sometimes last hitting like this, then looking in between what's going on in mid lane, last hitting again, looking here what's going on in the... well, never mind what's going on in the laning phase, or in the top lane rather. And we have the Drake coming up, Infernal Drake spawning soon. Baron is also up, so that's a possibility. I kind of want to make some bets, like what items we're gonna go for here. So, in my mind, right, you got Sunfire Aegis, this is health item, armor item. We got Yaksha, which is a giga resistance item, insane resist. So I think something with HP adds to the Voidborn Resilience drain damage. High HP item, maybe something that deals with a fed member. Anathema's Chains, that's what I'm thinking. In my mind, Anathema's Chains is the perfect item here. Alternatively, no, I would not go Varden's Mail, because they have one auto-attacker. If they had 2 or 3 auto-attackers, then Varden's Mail looks good here. But I think Anathema's Chains makes the most sense. I'm really excited to see what he decides to buy on third item. But for now, we're gonna have to look at the possibility of a team fight and think about what ultimate he's gonna cast. So in my mind, primary targets are Yone and Elise, okay? Because they have way of delivering you to the backline. I think Yone here. Yep, so we cast the ultimate on Yone. Yone jumps in. And, okay, we made it. We're now gonna taunt on the Talon. Remember, we got Ghost, so we got insane movement speed. We can stick onto the Talon. And, okay, the Yaksha Drain, I think, just killed him. Gonna jump over the wall with E. And look at Ghost here, by the way. It keeps powering up. It keeps it keeps giving movement speed. They almost catch Karma there. Flash is never gonna do that. I think Flash there... Flash is gonna get the kill on top. Okay, you know, I'm switching to Ghost. I'm actually switching to Ghost. I'm going Ghost Ignite. Seeing this guy make it work, you know, I've always thought about it. I've made videos about it. I'm like, okay, Ghost is good. Every time I play it, I think Ghost is good. But then I go back to my Taunt Flash roots. And the dopamine spikes are too terrific. But with Ghost, I think there's a lot of potential. So I think we're just gonna safely finish up the Baron. They got no jungler to contest here. Shen is going in. Addie is trying to make a play. But right here, the best play is to recall. Sometimes defense is the best offense. So if we get a recall off, we're gonna use the Blast Cone here to get to safety. And then kill the Krugs, cast recall, and we're out of there. Let's see. Anathema's Chains. I got my money on Anathema's Chains. Ooh, Force of Nature actually. Okay, there are things that I like about this, and then there's some things that I don't like about this. You know why I don't like Force of Nature here? Like, normally with 2 AP champions, I agree with Force of Nature. However, Gwen is a very high true damage champion, okay? Very high true damage. Now obviously Gwen also has HP damage, right? So it's not like pure HP is gonna be better, objectively, than magic resist. But if we went Anathema's Chains, and we just put it on Rise, is that gonna be enough? Maybe. Now obviously there is the thing that Yaksha scales with damage reduction. Sorry, it doesn't scale with damage reduction, it scales with resistances, right? Because you're getting potential resistance bonus. So we're gonna be ulting... Oh, it's TP actually. TP on the minion here. Because we got TP, but honestly... Okay, let's see it play out. He doesn't die yet. We still have passive shield up, so we can actually outplay this probably. And we have ultimate, remember, we have ulti on Yone. Look. Ulti on Yone maybe. Over the wall. We're fine, both live. Okay, we're good. But the thing here is, okay, sure we got a kill. But I think that is like the third TP of the game that has gotten value. And it's been 26 minutes. And I think Ignite would have gotten so much more value here, right? And you could have made that play with ultimate. Obviously now you couldn't ulti then here at this play. But I mean, it's a flash burn, that's all. But I mean, you can't look at it like only like outcome based. You need to think about the possibilities that you have with TP. But in general, I think TP on Shen is very hard to use in a manner which is more effective than Ignite. We're gonna E backwards here, we don't want to overchase that. But it's just the classic Shen pattern of auto-attacking them, getting empowered Qs off, and then E backwards through them. Very disruptive pattern, easy for the Shen to do without taking much damage in return. I think that guy's just gonna die over there. And we can maybe pop the ghost here. Try to go for a play, but Addie decides against it. I think he's gonna complete the Force of Nature, that's why he's recalling. No, it's just a simple recall, no item purchased. Going back to top lane in order to catch the waves. Maybe he goes for Krugs, I want to see this. Does he prioritize the jungle camp here? He's gonna pop the Force, what is it called? Scrying Orb. Scrying Bloom? Scrying Bloom, yeah. Nope, he goes for the wave. I mean, he had time to take Krugs, right? But I think he prioritizes the wave control over the Krugs. Because his priority here is getting the side lane resources pushed out. So that we can take Dragon safely, I think. Now he recalls, gets the Force of Nature. For sure, I'm hoping he purchases control wards. Force of Nature, double control ward, there it is. And right now, we are in certified Giga Tank territory, okay? We got Sunfire Aegis, we got Yaksho, and we got Force of Nature and Lucidity Boots. But this can't be optimal, by the way. Honestly, I think you're faster here, by the way. If you take this blasting cone, go over here, you get to the top lane faster than by just walking the lane. But you can't expect hyper optimization from every single play, even if it is the best player in Korea at the time. We're gonna be taking down this tower. Now Shen painfully slow at taking down towers, that's just a fact. Yone is setting up the minion wave so it crashes at the same time as mid lane, I think, slow pushing. And we have triple threat here since we have 3 lanes pushing at the same time. This will cause the opponents to have to deal with one of the lanes, and it will give a timely advantage somewhere else on the map, so we get the top tower for free because we have pressure from mid lane and bot lane at the same time. Now, as for the ensuing team fight, I think what is most important is just like not doing anything stupid. Because you're at this point, you're an HP bar, right? So we're gonna be just making damage. Look, Yaksho is gonna trigger on the Gwen. Okay, that's fine. And we're gonna use the Ghost to just maneuver around. Maybe ult on Yone, but maybe not. Yeah, cause if ult on Yone there, I think Yone dies regardless. There's a Caitlyn headshot coming in with like 600 damage. Ult on Elise? No ult on Elise, okay. We're saving ult for next game, maybe. Saving ult for Lucian. We have no Ghost here, how are we gonna get out? We're gonna use the ult on Lucian, but now we are dead. Okay! Actually gets the kill on the Rise. These guys underestimated, you know. This guy has full Yaksho stacks, full Force of Nature stacks, and they left Rise to deal with him alone, so surprising damage coming out there. But yeah, I mean the Yaksho is doing a lot of work in this game. We got now 38 seconds of time to think about our actions. Could we have done something better? Should we have ulted Yone? Probably not. Should we have ulted Elise? Maybe, I think. Was our Ghost premature? Probably not. Was it our teammates' fault? Who cares? We only think about ourselves. We only think about our own personal improvement. And they're not doing Baron. So I think red team here has a very great chance of victory with 3 drakes secured. Probably gonna be looking at soul secure in a couple of minutes. And the Baron is the objective here. So we're gonna use TP to get back to lane because that's all you can do with it, right? Honestly, I feel like this is what TP is at this point in the game. It's just you getting away faster. And I think like Ignite, you know, the extra damage you get. But you know, I mean, he likes TP, he goes TP, let him go, you know. What can I say? I'm not Korea rank 1, you know. And I would like to mention that we have gone for a giant belt here, so now I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be an anathemas change. For sure, 4th item, we're building this. Maybe the game doesn't go that far, maybe it does, we'll see. Keeping a camera on Shen here, we got mid priority, so this Baron secure should be quite easy. And with the damage coming in from Elise and Yone, it's gonna be a quick one. A real quickie. But look at bot lane here. Gwen is doing stuff. So then we have to ask ourselves, should we be here, right? Or should we have been setting up the side lane for a better position so Gwen can take a free tower? Maybe, maybe not. But we wasted TP to top lane. Oh, not wasted, used. We decided to use TP to top lane. Maybe instead we could have walked bot lane, chopped out the tower. Then we had TP to join our team. Maybe ultimate to join our team. TP to go backwards. But then again, TP, whatever. Go Ignite, guys. Trust me. Insane HP bar, by the way. 5,000 health. I'm thinking... Wait, where is that actually coming from? Like, is it just overgrowth? Do I just have to switch to overgrowth now? Do I just not play Revitalize? I just go overgrowth. This guy loves his greed. You know what? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, right? Because... but I love Second Wind. But maybe Overgrowth is actually better than Revitalize. The thing with Overgrowth is that it gives comparable boost to your ultimate shield in comparison with Revitalize. Because your ultimate shield now scales with HP since last summer, or maybe even longer. I think last summer. So you're getting kind of that shield effect from Overgrowth. So what I think I will be doing is I will be testing out Overgrowth and Ghost Ignite with Yaxo. But I still think I love Second Wind too much. I can't kind of prioritize that greedy resistances conditioning over Second Wind, because I think Second Wind, honestly, one of the most powerful minor runes in the entire game, because it can change the way you play laning phases. We're gonna get the ult on Yone here, and we're gonna E probably onto the... Okay, nice, double taunt. And the thing with you know, Ghost is that you don't necessarily miss out on any like taunt flash opportunities that much. Like, obviously you can't do taunt flash the same way, but when you can walk up like this with Ghost, do you need flash anymore? When you can just walk up to melee range and then taunt for a guaranteed taunt? Maybe. But this has been Dangerous Boy Ady Korean rank 1 Shen analysis by the European rank 1/rank 2 Shen. Hope you guys enjoyed. I learned something new. Maybe you learned something new as well. I mean, I assume you did. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.